Strange block beats.
Alexander the Greek took the earth like a captain. Killed the king of Persia, caught him slipping like he napping. The whole earth cried before this man, he had power. Winning all them wars, lift his heart up like a tower. Then he got sick, called his men, split the kingdom. Crimes upon their head, but they multiplied evil. Wicked Israelites made a covenant with heathens. They doing the same thing right now, I can't believe them. Gentiles had them scared, Antiochus took Egypt. Next stop Jerusalem, he about to test the people. They took the showbread, golden altar, and menorah. All of this keep happening, cause we keep breaking Torah. Antiochus went back to his lane, went to celebrate. 2 years later, he put fire to them heaven gates. Burned Jerusalem down, took out women, and he made them slaves. Letter from the king, everybody one people. So if you follow laws that ain't the king's, you better leave them. But if we leave our laws, then our God gonna leave us. Many Israelites went to Father when they heeded, sacrificing swine on the altar, stopping us from doing the burnt and the drink offering, profaning the Sabbath, knowing that it's gonna cost us. If we don't do these laws, it's gonna cost us. But the spirit of Maccabees, if you wanna keep the laws and commandments, follow me. It's the spirit of Maccabees. If you wanna keep the laws and commandments, follow me. Gang, hey, ain't no time for compromise. Need to show thyself a man. The heathens doing the same tricks, they about to do it all again. We going to war on Shabbat, tell the heathens we ain't playing. If you serious about them laws, out together we can stand. Don't be scared of the multitude, he go innovate. It ain't about the numbers, about power from Shemaim. Allah, Allah, Bahadam, Allah with the Malakim. Power in the blood, power with the mighty king. Back to the story, they run war after war. Got the land back, but the land was so torn. Ash upon their heads and they even ripped their gum. Got the land back, but the land was so torn. So they dedicated the sanctuary, built new altars. It might not be perfect, but we still keeping our culture. Go get that maneuver, put them lights up in that temple. About to give them praise for everything we done been through. The feast of dedication.
A big salute, family. This your brother K. Judah, giving our praise to the Most High Yah and faith in Yahshua HaMashiach. To the Israelite family worldwide, I say peace and blessings. Big salute to the CUC family, the FOPE family, and all the beloved brothers and sisters in the chat. I want to say this, family. The Most High Yah and Yahshua HaMashiach has a personality, have different attributes. You hear a lot of people say the Most High have a one-track mind. You have been woefully misinformed. The Most High laughs. Excuse me. The Most High laughs. The Most High get angry. He's loving. He's merciful. He's long-suffering. He can show forth his wrath. He can even change his mind on the fact that he was about to do something to you and you repented, so he turned from what he was about to do. These are different attributes. But when you listen to certain people, they say, no, the Most High do not change. Well, we know he would never change his laws, statutes, and commandments. But the Most High is so merciful to a point where the priest could not come before the Most High without being 100% clean. Listen to what I'm saying, 100% clean. They could not have no blemish. But there was a king named Hezekiah. And he prayed and asked the Lord, Father, these people are not all the way clean. Not even the priests are clean. But because their mind is right, allow these people to keep the feast day, to keep the Passover. And the Bible said, because a lot of y'all say God don't change, but the Bible said that God allowed them to do it even though they weren't all the way clean. So that goes to show you that his mercy trump your small mind. Oh, God don't change. He just think one way. He just one way. Who told you that? Who told you to put your place in Yah and you gonna speak for him and tell the world that he only think one way? No, he don't. He gave you attributes you made in his image, but he only think one way. He only look right. He don't never turn left. He just look right. He's just one way. The reason why I'm saying all of this, because I'm about to show you that when the Most High Yah brought the plagues upon Egypt, it was a direct attack to their 10 gods. Sound like a personality to me. Sound like a man who's showing Egypt, you know what I'm going to do? Not only is I'm going to bring 10 plagues on your 10 gods, I'm going to name my plagues similar to your 10 gods. That's a personality. That's an attribute. That's a man that's laughing. He laughing at y'all. He laughing at your gods. The Most High Yah and Yahshua brought 10 plagues upon Egypt, which was a direct attack of their 10 gods. Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that the plagues' names are similar to their gods? That's a personality right there, boy. Let me open up this window, and I'm not going to be long at all. I'm going to show y'all right now that the 10 plagues are their 10 gods. And the names of the plagues is similar to their 10 gods. You always ask yourself and wonder, why 10? Why not 9? Why not 8? Why not 20? Why 10 though? Because it was a direct attack of their 10 gods. See, the Most High in Yahshua has a personality to a point to where he's waiting on your gods to defeat him. Show him up. Come on, give me a fight. Give me a battle. I plagued your water. Where your God at? I destroyed your livestock. Where's your God? The goddess that's over the livestock. The God that's over your water. Where is he? What is your God of the sky when I rain down hell? What about your goddess of the dust when I brought forth the lice? All direct attacks of their gods. Let me open up this window. And I'm going to show you this. And then your brother going to skedaddle. Big salute to all the beloved family coming in. Big salute to all the beloved family coming in. How you doing, Mr. Ricky? Big salute to my brother, Mr. Ricky. I see you in the building. All right, family. Let me open up this window. And I numbered them by numbers because I told y'all I got everything has to be done in decency and in order in my life. I'm serious. I do not like chaos around me. Everything has to be neat for your brother. So I put everything in order. I don't do nothing unless it's in order, family. And that keeps everything intact. You trying to where my papers at and where my index cards and where my pens and it's all in decency and in order. My life and when I'm dealing with the scriptures. So let me open up this window. And we're going to deal with this. Okay, here we go. Now I want y'all to check this. I'm going to deal with number 1. And then I'm going to go show y'all the Most High plagues. So let's deal with number 1. Let's get it. Here we go. Number 1 right here. Now y'all got to excuse the names. Y'all know I'm from down south. So I'm going to do my best. Hapa, Egyptian god of the Nile. Listen again. Hapa, the Egyptian god of the Nile. This Egyptian god was a water barrier. This Egyptian god was a water barrier. And he was also the Egyptian god of the Nile. So what do God do? Let's get it. Check this out. Number 1. What y'all see on number 1? Hold on. I got to make sure it's going to switch over. There you go. Okay. Number 1, what do you see? Blood. First plague. The Nile. Hold on. What did you plague? The Nile. What was the name of that Egyptian god? The god of the what? the god of the Nile. So what God do, he said, you know what? The first plague I'm going to do is on your god of the Nile. Let's see if your God can stop what I'm doing. So the Bible say that the Nile alone with all the water in Egypt turned into blood. But Pharaoh does not let the Israelites go. They go number one. He's mocking the God of the Nile. Let's go to number two. Number two right here. Now let me go back to number one. Number one. Right here. It says the first plague that was given to the Egyptians from God was that of turning the water into blood. There you go. As Aaron, the spokesman for Moses, touched the rod of the Lord to the Nile River, it immediately turned to blood. All the fish died and the river stank. Look at that God, y'all. Couldn't stop the power of all the earth. There is no power like our power. So when the Lord say there are other gods, he do mean that. It is other gods. They just not real gods. Fake gods. Gods that can't smell, talk, or see. Can't even hear. You bow down to a statue talking about, oh, save my child. And that statue just looking like this. Looking straight. Can't hear nothing. Can't hear nothing. Let's go to number two. Number two. Oh my God. Well, what's the second? Number two. What is the name of this god? Heket, the Egyptian goddess of fertility, water, and renewal. Heket, the Egyptian goddess, had the head of a frog. What plague did he bring? Let's go back to God plagues. Oh my God. Number two is what, family? Frogs. Number two is what, family? Frogs. A direct attack of their goddess with the frog head. What do it say, K. Judah? Number two, it say, frogs covered the land of Egypt. Pharaoh promised to let the Israelites go, but changed his mind. There go number two, a direct attack of the goddess of fertility and renewal, who had a what? A frog head. Let's go back to number two. Wisdom is the principal thing. Get wisdom, but with all your getting, get understanding. Heket, the Egyptian goddess, had the head of a frog. Still, Pharaoh refused to let the children of Israel go from the presence of Egypt. The second plague that was extended upon Egypt from the rod by Aaron was that of frogs, a direct attack of the frog god with the frog head. Give God a battle, but you can't, because you a statue. You can't hear or see nothing. Your frog head just looking straight. No smell, no taste, no see. Just blind. Because you was created by hands. But our power was created by no hands. But his hands created all things that you see. One is fake and one is real. Let's go to number three. This god is named Gib. Gib, the Egyptian god of the earth. The Egyptian god Gib was over the dust of the earth. So what do God do? The Egyptian plague lice from the dust of the earth. I told y'all he naming his plagues according to their God to see if their gods can defeat God or defeat Yah and Yahshua HaMashiach. So this is Gib. The Egyptian god was over the dust of the earth. Let's go see what God do. Here you go right here. Here you go right here. Number three was what? The gnats. The dust turned into what? Gnats. What you doing, Lord? I'm mocking their gods, K. Judah. He was the God of the dust, my servant, but he couldn't stop my gnats. He couldn't stop them flies from coming up on his land. So I'm mocking his God. See if they can give me a challenge and fight against me. But they could not. There go number 3. The dust turned to gnats, which covered the people and animals of Egypt. But Pharaoh does not let the Israelites go. Even the 3rd plague, he's still stiff-necked and stubborn. A direct attack against their God of the earth, named Gib. Let's go back. Go to number 4. Number 4, Kapir, Egyptian god of creation, movement of the sun, rebirth. Kapir, the Egyptian god, had the head of a what? Fly. The head of a what? Fly. So what do God do? The Egyptian plague a swarm of flies. A direct attack of their God with the head of a fly. Knowledge. It say with the 4th Egyptian plague, which consists of flies, began the great miracle of separation and differentiation. Moses met Pharaoh at the Nile River in the morning and made the demand, speaking on behalf of the Lord, let my people go, that they may serve me. Again, Pharaoh hardened his heart and disregarded the request, resulting in a pronouncement of swarm of flies. This time, however, only the Egyptians are affected by the judgment. I got something to say to you. I got something to say to the mighty nation of Israel, the beloved apple of his eye. Pay attention. When he first was bringing the plagues, this is number what? 4. How many in total? 10. How many more do we have to go? How many? Or is this number 3? Hold on, let me make sure. Oh, this is number 4. Ooh-wee. This is number 4. There was no separation when he was bringing the first plagues. There was no separation when he was bringing the first plagues. But then all of a sudden, he made a separation. That's the same thing Yahshua gonna do when he come to bring the plagues upon the world. Those vows and those bowls. Those vows and those bowls. He's gonna separate you, Israel. He told you already, your welfare is done. Your punishment is accomplished. You have drunk of the Lord hands double. Now I'm about to turn these plagues upon your enemies. Our punishment is done, family. But do that mean that we are about to be gathered tomorrow? No. That just means that the Lord is about to turn all these things on your enemies. You don't see how much breathing room the Lord has given you in your life? You don't see how much breathing room the Lord has given you as a nation? You don't go through the things your fathers went through in them 60s and 50s and 70s. You didn't go through those things. You can walk on the sidewalk. They couldn't. They would spit when you pass by. Nobody do you like that. Nobody is roasting you like barbecue. Nobody is cutting off your body parts and taking pictures with it. Nobody is doing that to you, family. So he has given you breathing room to come back to him. That's what the breathing room and long suffering is for you can turn. Because I prayed and asked the Lord one day, how you expect your people to turn back to you when their steps are being hunted by the enemy? They need breathing room, Father, to get their mind right. Nobody can get their mind right while their steps are being hunted, Father. Too much going on. Things moving too fast. You have to make some breathing room for Israel to be able to think and turn back to you. These are my prayers to God. Like, I don't pray them Rudy Poo prayers to God just to be heard. I talk to my Father like if I was talking to my Father. Your people need breathing room. Don't you know how easy it is for God to just turn you back to him? But why would he do such a thing? He wants you to be willing. He wants you to be committed. That's why he says, seek me and you shall find me. You don't think God can just draw you to himself? Why would he do such a thing? He didn't make you a robot. He gave you a brain, which is a computer. And he gave you top of the line software. Utilize it. Utilize it, family. Utilize your software. So he brought a swarm of flies on them people. Let's go to what God did. A direct attack. No, flies. Flies filled the house and the land of Egypt. Pharaoh promised to let the Israelites go, but changed his mind. They go number 4. Now, I'm about to show y'all something that's about to blow everybody's mind. Now, I'm going to show y'all this. I want you to look at blood, frogs, and gnats. He do not separate Israel from the Egyptians until he got to what? The 4th plague. So if you go from blood, frogs, and gnat, that's 3, right? But then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the last 7, when he got to number 4, he made the separation of the children of Israel. How many plagues in Revelations are there? You got 7 angels, 7 vials, 7 bowls, right? 7, 7, 7. But he did not make the separation till he got to number 4. But if you come from 4 to 10, that's 7. What is the Lord going to do to you? Separate you from everything and everybody. Because these plagues are not for you. But on the first 3 of the man of sin, let me go get it so it can make sense. Revelation 6. Revelation 6. Revelations chapter 6. And it's about to make sense to you. Because I don't, the Bible don't want nobody to be confused. So somebody might say, man, what you mean the first 3 plagues? What you talking about? Now watch this. Blood, frogs, and gnats. That's the first 3. He didn't separate the Israelites from nobody. He didn't separate the Israelites from nobody. Okay? Watch this and listen closely. Revelation 6 verse 1. And I saw when the Lamb opened one of the seals, and I heard as it was the noise of thunder, and one of the 4 beasts saying, come and see. And I saw, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat upon him had a bow, and a crown was given unto him. And he went forth conquering and to conquer. Who is this man? Do anybody know? Okay, somebody help me out in the chat box. Who is this man on this white horse right here? It's not Yahshua. Yahshua is in Revelation 19 on his white horse, and he also had a crown on his head. But who is this man riding his white horse trying to mimic Yahshua? Who is this, family? Somebody help me out. Somebody help me out. Who is this man on this white horse? In Revelation 6. The first seal, who is this man? Hold on, family. My brother Ye said the devil. You right. You're right, my brother. It is the devil. But I'm asking, what is another name for him? What is another name? I'm showing y'all my stuff I be doing my clothes on. I'm sorry. What is another name for the man riding a white horse? What's another name for him? I need somebody to sharpen my mind for me. I need some help from my family. I need to be sharpened up. I need to be sharpened. Thank you, Short Sham. It's the son of perdition, family. The man on the white horse is the man of sin, or the son of perdition. That's who this is. So when they opened the first seal, it was the man on the white horse, right? Number 2. And I saw and behold a white horse. Okay, number 3. I'm sorry. Number 3. And when they had opened the second seal, I heard the second beast say, "Come and see." And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given unto him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword. Now remember, the man on the horse, the white one, is the one bringing the destruction of that red horse. He's the one bringing the destruction. He's the one wearing out the earth. The man on the white horse. Verse 3. And when he opened the second seal, I heard the second beast say, "Come and see." And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given him a great sword. And when I opened the third seal, I heard the third beast say, "Come and see." And beheld, and lo, a black horse. And he that sat thereon had a pair of balances in his hand. And I heard the voice in the midst of the fourth beast say, "A measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny. And see that thou hurt not the oil or the wine." Do you hear this? That's 3, right? Now watch this. Listen. And when he have opened, now the first 3 is the man of sin, and he's bringing the destruction of the red horse and the black horse. He's bringing the destruction of the red horse and the black horse. That's the man of sin, family. These are allegorical expressions of the man of sin causing mayhem and destruction. It was giving him a great sword. Who? The man of sin, man. The Bible told y'all he gonna kill wonderfully. How can you kill somebody wonderfully? How can you destroy wonderfully? Like the Bible really said, this man is going to destroy wonderfully. I never heard nothing like that in my life, man. Wonderfully? Wonderful. He's going to destroy you. I mean, wonderful. That means he going to do some damage. Damage. Now watch this, family. Here you go. Listen closely. Verse 7. And we have opened the fourth seal. I heard the voice of the fourth beast say, "Come and see." And I looked, and behold, a pale horse. And his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed with him. And power was given unto him over the fourth part of the earth to kill with sword and with hunger and with death and with the beasts of the earth. And when I opened the fifth seal, I saw under the altar the souls of them that were slain for the word of God and for the testimony which they held. Now, watch this. Listen to this, family. It's about to make sense to you. He didn't separate the children of Israel when that man was bringing them first 3 plagues, which was the red horse and the black horse. Now, I want to go over to Revelation 7 because he did something. Now, while this man is causing all this mayhem, watch what the Lord did before he brought the last 7. Watch this. Revelation 7 verse 1. And after these things, I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. And I saw another angel descended from the east, having the seal of the living God. And he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed. He's separating you now. Till we have sealed the servants of our God in their foreheads. Why? He did not seal you when he was bringing the first 3 plagues. Because he did the same thing he did in Egypt. There was no separation when he brought the blood, the frogs. There was no separation. And them gnats. But when he got to the flies, what did it say? Then he separated the children of Israel. How many was left? 7. 7 more plagues to go. Then he separated you. The man of sin was bringing the first 3. Red horse, black horse, pale horse. But then all of a sudden the Lord said, hold up now, seal my servants. Don't hurt nothing else. Seal my servants first. I got to separate them before I bring these last 7. Now, why is this important, K. Judah? Because the Bible said that God was going to raise up a prophet like unto Moses. And Moses brought 10 plagues according to God's power on Egypt. But before he got to, after he did the number 4th plague, he separated the children of Israel and it left 7 more plagues to go. But the children of Israel was separated in the 4th plague. When this man, the man of sin, was bringing the destruction, the man on the white horse, and then he had the gray sword, and then he had a pair of balances in his hand. You know, the food is going to be cheap if you accept the mark of the beast. And then he also destroyed a 4th part of the earth, which we know this is going to affect Europe, because Europe controls a 4th part of all global trade. But then what did he do? Before he brought the last 7, he said, seal my servants now in their forehead. I got to separate them. A prophet like unto Moses, because the man brought the first 3, and then you got to add the other 7. That's 10, man. That's 10. That's why the Lord allowed him to do it. Did you notice that? That the Lord allowed this man to destroy wonderfully. To destroy. But then he sealed you, family. Because now the Lord gonna bring the last 7. That's why you got 7 angels with 7 trumpets, 7 vials, and 7 bowls. And then Yahshua said what? It is done. So he gonna let this man of sin do his thing with the first 3. He gonna cause some havoc. He gonna cause some damage. But then the Lord brought the 7 after him. But he separated the children of Israel and sealed them that they would not get hurt in the final destruction of the Lord. How we know this also to be true? Because in Matthew chapter 24, immediately after the tribulation, what did the Lord do? He gathered you from the 4 corners of the earth and removed you, Israel. What did he send you to? The wilderness while he destroyed. Did the Bible say the blood gonna be 200 miles long before or after he come back? It's after, y'all. Because he's the one doing the killing. So how he gonna kill you in the midst of destroying the earth when your welfare and your punishment have already been accomplished? This is why when I hear people say he gonna send nuclear fire on America, at what time he gonna do that? Because we here. Is he gonna do that while we here? Because the Lord is not coming back until immediately after the tribulation. So is America gonna be bombed before the tribulation or after the tribulation? Because the Lord got to remove his people, because we would die if the Lord allowed that to happen. There would no flesh be saved. Common sense just ain't coming. It just ain't coming. It just ain't coming. Why would the Lord plague America while we here? Where we gonna go, family? That's why I keep telling y'all, look at the signs of the times and pay attention to prophecy. He's not going to gather you into immediately after the tribulation of those days, not a day before. Now, our people got a right to move around. You can go places. You can move to wherever you want. I'm telling you, as a people, he's not gathering us into immediately after the tribulation of those days, family. Now, if I go from number 4 to 10, that's the 7 last plagues. But he separated the children of Israel at the fourth plague. Not number 3, not number 2, not number 1. But when he got to the fourth one, that's the same thing with the man of sin. The man on the white horse, bought the first 3. And then he did what? Seal my servants in their forehead. It's not going to affect you. Same thing he did in Egypt, a prophet like unto Moses. And Yahshua is that prophet. He's a prototype of Moses. A prototype of Moses. Because while Aaron was Moses' spokesman, Yahshua is his father's spokesman. Moses was like a guard to Pharaoh, and Aaron was his spokesman. Yah is the supreme being. And Christ say, my father is greater than I. So he's his father's spokesman. What the father give the son, he give to Israel. Or he give it to an angel, and an angel give it to Israel. And then we give it to the world. There's a structure with the father. The father don't talk to nobody but the son. And Yahshua didn't talk to nobody but Moses. He talked to Moses mouth to mouth. And the father talked to his son mouth to mouth. Nobody else. When Peter said, let us build 3 tabernacles, a thunder went, boom. Hold up, partner. This is my son. Hear ye him. Don't build no 3 tabernacles. That's my son right here. No, listen to my son. He shut that down quick. Hear ye him. Nobody else. Because I put my words in his mouth. So let's go back. So we dealt with flies. A direct attack of their gods. God of the flies. Let's deal with the livestock. Let's go back. Number 5. Number 5, Hathor, the Egyptian goddess of love and protection. What this represent, Judah? Usually, this Egyptian goddess was depicted with the head of a cow. So what do God do? Egyptian plague, death of cattle and livestock. Moses once again demanded of Pharaoh, let my people go, that they may serve me, revealing also the next Egyptian plague to occur on the conditions of the continued disobedience to the request. This plague was given with an advance warning, allowing a period of repentance to occur, which goes unheeded. So what do God do? Plague they cattle. A direct attack against their God right here, who had the head of a cow. Let's go look at it. Right here. Number 5, livestock. What you do, Lord? All of the livestock of the Egyptians die, but Pharaoh does not let the Israelites go. Now remember, at the plague, God moved the children of Israel way away from the Egyptians. They had light. They didn't have no light. They had light. They didn't have no light. They had light. They didn't have no light. So what do God do? Let's go to number 6. Isis, Egyptian goddess of medicine and peace. Oh, I thought medicine supposed to heal you, but you sure couldn't heal your people from God's plague. What is this Egyptian god, K. Judah? This goddess is over medicine and peace. So what do God do? Egyptian plague ashes turn to balls and sores. Where the medicine at? Where the medicine? Unannounced, the 6th Egyptian plague is given. For the first time, directly attacking the Egyptian people themselves. Then I tell you, he made the separation at the 4th plague. He did the same thing in Revelation chapter 6. That's why when you get to 7, he sealed the servants of his people before he brought them last plagues upon the world. Because those last plagues are directly given by Yahshua HaMashiach. but it won't affect Israel. It's going to affect the world. Same thing he did to the Egyptians. This is knowledge. So it says, unannounced, the sixth Egyptian plague is given, for the first time directly attacking the Egyptian people themselves. Being instructed by the Lord, Moses took ashes from the furnace of affliction and threw them into the air. And the dust from the ashes blew all over Egypt. It settled on man and beast alike in the form of bars and sores. As with the previous two, throughout the remaining Egyptian plagues, the division is drawn between the Egyptians. Listen again. Throughout the remaining Egyptian plagues, the division, meaning the separation, is drawn between the Egyptians and the children of Israel, as God gives protection to his covenant people. But not the first three, but the last seven. Knowledge. So what did you do, Lord? Let's go back. Bars, right here at the top. Festering bars break out on the Egyptians and their animals. But Pharaoh does not let the Israelites go. We at number 6. And he still won't let them go. We at number 6. And he still won't let them go. Y'all see what I'm saying? He at number 6. And he still don't let them go. Now let's go to number 7. Here we go. Number 7. Number 7. I'm going to wait till the picture switch over. Make sure y'all can see it. Okay, let me see. Okay, there you go. Now, this Egyptian goddess is named Nut. N-U-T. Nut. This goddess is the goddess of the sky. The Egyptian plague, hail, rained down in the form of fire. Why? Because this goddess is the goddess of the sky. So you should be able to stop God from raining down fire and hail. A direct attack against the goddess of the sky. What you say, K. Judah? It said again, warning is given before the enchantment of the plague take place. Pharaoh is warned of the impending doom that he will face if he does not listen to the Lord and forget his own Egyptian gods and goddesses. Hail of unspeakable size and ability to destroy will rain down from the sky and turn to fire as it hit the ground. The Lord is showing Pharaoh that there is none like him in the earth, allowing those who are willing to hear his word and do as he commands to be saved. Listen to this. A division is now felt between the Egyptians in the form of those converted to the Lord, as shown by their obedience and willingness to escape to the protection of their houses. Similar, we are warned to make our houses a place of refuge from the world today. We have been warned. So what do God do? Let's go see. Hail. Right here. Number 7. Hail. Number 7. Hail. I'm going to wait till it show up. It says, hail strikes down everything in the field, humans, animals, and trees. Pharaoh asked for forgiveness and promised to let the Israelite go, but change his mind. That's number 7. A direct attack of their goddess of the sky. Let's go to number 8. What is this goddess of number 8? This is Seth. S-E-T-H. S-E-T-H. Seth. What is he? The Egyptian god of storms and disorder. The Egyptian god of storms and disorder. So what do the Lord do? Egyptian plague, locusts sent from the sky. Locusts sent from the sky. Still, Pharaoh would not listen to the message of the Lord. Still, he relies on his own Egyptian gods and goddesses. The 8th plague issued by the Lord has even a greater purpose than all the others. It was to be felt, so that Pharaoh would tell even his sons and sons' sons the mighty things of the Lord, thus teaching even future generations of the power of the strong hand of God over all the Egyptian gods and goddesses. But I thought God don't have no personality and attributes, but he only think one way. God is making mockery of these gods. He probably was up there laughing too. We don't know, because the Bible tell you that God laughs. He said he was going to laugh at our calamity, and he also said he's going to laugh at the heathen and have them in derision. This is our book we dealing with. This is book. This is facts. 10 plagues, 10 gods. Mocking them too. Got them in derision. Let's go see what God did. Number 8 is locusts. 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 It say locusts devour every tree and plant in the land of Egypt. Pharaoh asks for forgiveness, but does not let the Israelites go. Y'all see that? Number 8. Number 8. What we got? Number 9. Let's go to 9. Ra. This goddess is named Ra. Ra. Who is he, K. Judah? The sun god. The Egyptian plague 3 days of complete darkness. So he mocking your God, because if he the sun god, he should stop me from creating this darkness. So Ra could not do that, because there is none other like our Father, Abba Yah, or Yah, or the Supreme One, or the great I am, or Yahweh. There is none like our power. None. It say darkness now fell upon Egypt unannounced, as a prelude to the future fate to be felt by the Egyptian empire, when the message of the Lord was not heeded, and they still turned to their own Egyptian gods and goddesses. 3 days of parable darkness that was so immense it can be physically felt, covered the land of Egypt. But Israel had light. Family. Did y'all know that Israel had light? Because God made the separation at the 4th plague. Not the first one, not the second, not the third, but at the 4th plague. So what's going to come upon the world is going to affect all the world. But then the Lord sealed his service and said, hurt not anything until I have sealed my service. Meaning I got to seal them, because what I'm about to bring now, it can't affect them. I'm not coming to punish them, not my people. But the first 3 that the man of sin is going to bring is going to affect all the world. How we know that, K. Judah? Because in Daniel chapter 7, verse 25, the Bible say, and he shall wear out the saints. So that means the Lord is going to allow him to do that. 3.5 years, the first 3 plagues, he's bringing destruction. But hold up though, K. Judah. All of a sudden, immediately after the tribulation of those days, The Lord came and got you and separated you because now Yahshua about to bring damage. Revelations 19. He had a crown on his head. And he had a name written on his thigh. King of kings. Lord of lords. And the blood gonna be 200 miles long. He gonna cause the animals of the sky to come and feast on their carcass. This won't affect you, Israel. It's gonna take us 7 months to bury all these bodies, these corpses. They gonna stink. The Lord is nothing to play with, boy. The Lord is nothing to play with. And I've been knowing this since I was a child. Mama kept telling me, the Lord is nothing to play with, son. Find you somebody else to play with. Don't play with him. Don't play with his father. He will hurt you. He will hurt you. That scared me enough to walk a fine line. Oh, not that I didn't make mistakes now, but I don't play with him. I won't cross him. I'll cross my mama before I cross Yah and Yahshua. Even though I never crossed mama, but I will before I cross them. I'm so afraid of the Most High Yahshua. These are two individuals I do not play with. He tell me to do something, I'm gonna do it. That's why when I found out I was an Israelite and I realized I couldn't eat shrimp no more, and I'm addicted to shrimp, I didn't make no excuses. I just stopped eating it. That's how afraid I was. He said I can't eat it, I can't eat it. Because I had already stopped eating pork 10 years before I found out about the dietary law and holiday. I took the Christmas tree, threw it in the trash, took all them the stuff they be wrapping the tree with, trash can. Can't eat shrimp. Oh, can't eat it. Can't eat lobster. Oh, because see, my family from Louisiana. And y'all know that's all people in Louisiana do, eat nothing but abominable foods. Everything is abominable. The shrimp, the lobster, the crabs, everything. But it sure tastes good, though. Oh, my God. Why, God? Oh, them shrimp used to swallow me. Swallow me up. So here we go. The complete darkness. Let's go take a look at it. What you do, Lord? Number 9, darkness. A direct attack against their God. There you go, fam. And let's go back, because number 10 right here is a direct attack against Pharaoh. A direct attack against Pharaoh. But why, K. Judah? I'm about to read it to you. I know positive. Oh my God. I never ate alligator, but I will say this. Gumbo, boudin, jambalaya. These things are so good, my sister. Especially jambalaya with the sausages in there and the rice and the beans and the gumbo with the saltine crackers and the okra and the cut up chicken and the crab legs and lobster. Man, I'm just telling you. I seen a brother cooking fried lobster. I got so mad at that brother. I said, this nigga showing out. And when he bit it, it had a crunch to it. And I got so mad. I say, this don't make no sense. I just turned the TV off. So this nigga showing out. It had a crunch to it. He say, oh my God, it's so good. And I say, look at this nigga. I was hating on him. Because he got to bite something that I'm telling y'all, them fried lobster, boy. Oh my God, that white meat, you dip it in that lobster sauce, it gets it dripping off the lips. Let me hurry up. Let me stop talking about it. Pharaoh, the ultimate power of Egypt. Egyptian plague, death of the firstborn. Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, was worshipped by the Egyptian because he was considered to be the greatest Egyptian god of all. It was believed that he was actually the son of Ra himself, manifested in the flesh. After the plague of darkness fell throughout the land was lifted, Pharaoh resumed his position of bargaining with the Lord and offered Moses another deal. Since virtually of all the Egyptian animals have been consumed by the judgment of the Lord, Pharaoh now consented to the request made to let the people go, but they must leave their animals behind. This was totally unacceptable offer, as the animal was to be used as the actual sacrifice to the Lord. The Lord is uncompromising when he has set the terms. Enraged by the refusal, Pharaoh pronounced the last deadly plague to be unleashed upon the land from his very lips, as he warns Moses, "Get thee from me, take heed to thyself, see my face no more. For in the day that thou seest my face, thou shalt die." And Moses said, "Thus said the Lord, about midnight will I go out into the midst of Egypt, and all the firstborn in the land of Egypt shall die, from the firstborn of Pharaoh that sit upon his throne, even unto the firstborn of the manservant that is behind the mill, and all the firstborn of the beasts. And there shall be a great cry throughout all the land of America." Listen, all nations of the earth. Your great cry is coming. Oh, your great cry is coming. What you have done, it should be done unto you. You have went overboard, and you must pay, because we had to pay. When our father sinned against Yah, we was nowhere wrong. We was not born. But when we was born, we inherited all their problems, their transgressions, their foolishness, their sins, and it came down upon our head. And we didn't know what they have done. We didn't know that they sinned against Yah, but we had to grow into this knowledge. But boy, we showed for a long time was feeling the plagues of our father and them Deuteronomy chapter 28 curses. So don't cry about, "I wasn't around when my father did it." Hey, we wasn't around when our father did it, but we showed paying for their transgression. And you gonna pay too. It's only right. It's only right. So let's go back. Number 10, firstborn. Firstborn. Every firstborn son and firstborn of cattle in Egypt died. Pharaoh finally let the Israelites leave Egypt, only to change his mind and pursue them to the Red Sea. So I wanted to show y'all that this was a direct attack of the Egyptians' 10 gods and goddesses, that the Most High gonna always let it be known that there is none like me in the earth. So all y'all gods and goddesses that y'all be worshiping, there is only one true power, and his son, whom he have committed all things to, which is two in the Godhead, which is the Father and his Son. So Egypt got what they deserved, because what they did to the Israelites, how they abused the Israelites and made them serve with rigor. They treated our people bad, y'all. That's why I say their minds was messed up when they came out of Egypt. Man, when you going through all that oppression, man, you angry, mad, you complaining, whining. That's what they did. The Lord was merciful though, but the Lord get tired after a while now. I mean, you're not gonna do right at all. And then you're gonna make you a golden calf and say the calf brought you out of Egypt after I just performed all these miracles for you and you saw it with your eyes, and you're gonna take my glory and my praise and you're gonna give it to a calf. Hey, the Lord did what he had to do, man. He did what he had to do. So that's it, family. 10 gods and goddesses, 10 plagues to mock their 10 gods. And all Yah's plagues is named similar to their gods. That's a personality. There's some strong attributes to display on 10 pagan deities. And then your gods didn't even fight against Yah, fight against Yahshua. They just stood there looking stupid. You knocking on them. Come on, man, do something. Wake up, man. He can't hear you. He can't see. He can't smell. He can't even taste. Y'all up there putting food outside for the pagan deity, and when you come the next day, the grapes and the bananas and apples still cut, sitting on the plate. And he ain't came and ate nothing. And you go out there and put food every day thinking he eating it. Man, them little kids coming outside eating them grapes and them strawberries and plums. And even them peaches and nectarines. But y'all gotta wake up, but y'all goofy. Y'all other nations, boy. I'm just being honest, boy. Y'all go put food outside and nobody eat the food. But them kids coming by grabbing the food off the plate, and you wake up and go, yes, he ate the food. The statue did and the kids did. Nobody came outside and ate no food. What's wrong with y'all? So that's all I wanted to show y'all, family. So now y'all know. Now you know what those 10 plagues represented. It was a direct attack of their pagan deities. Do anybody have? Oh, Shiro, stop, man. Why you had to mention that? Don't forget about the shrimps and grits. Nigga, stop, please. Make me have a panic attack up here. Just stop. Don't mention nothing else about shrimps and grits and fried chicken with grits and waffles. Just leave it all alone. Yeah, Jabroni, talk to them. They always want to talk about what they wasn't wrong, but you sure benefited from what your fathers have done, and you don't got no excuses on that. So we don't want to hear no excuses. Your fathers have benefited from being total savages on the earth, and they have gotten riches by fraud. And guess who live off of that money? You. And then when somebody tell you, you know your father and them stole this, you don't try to give it back. So we don't want to hear no excuses. Stop the whining, man. Just stop the whining. That's what I'm talking about, Anthony. She gotta stop, bro. Like, man, don't you know them shrimps and grits, bro, and them lobsters, man, that gumbo, that jambalaya, I'm telling you, it's just swallow me. Have you ever had a time of swallowing grits and shrimp? I'm telling y'all, I know what I'm saying, man. It's off the chain. My beloved Lucky D in the building. I see you. I see all my beloved family here. Do anybody have any questions before y'all brother go? Do anybody have any questions before I go? Honey Badger gang all day. Oh, my bad, Corey Brown. Which one of the pictures you was trying to see, my brother? Did y'all get to see all the pictures? I want to make sure everybody got to see all the pictures. Yeah, I see you, my brother, on the other side of the pond, UK all day. My brother yeah in the building. Oh, let me show y'all this too. Because I want to show y'all the firstborn. Now, according to the Bible, Moses was not the firstborn son, because y'all remember he had a brother named Aaron. Aaron was a couple years older than Moses. So Moses wasn't no firstborn son. So Moses got away. But check this out, though. Listen to this. Hey, Iman, you see Abner, he's speaking to you. Big salute to my Iman. Big salute to all our Iman. Iman, Abner says shalom. Shalom to Iman. I know she probably laughing too. I know she listening in the back. Let me see. Yeah, she gonna probably write. Yeah, Iman, Abner says shalom. Okay. Now, I'm just gonna get I'm not gonna read the whole thing. So we know that Pharaoh went to the Egyptian midwives, and he spake to the Hebrew midwives, and he said, if it's a son, kill it. But if it's a daughter, then she should live. But we know the Hebrew midwives did not listen to Pharaoh. they listened to the Most High. So guess what Pharaoh do? This is Exodus chapter 1 and verse 21. And it came to pass, because the midwives feared God, that he made them houses. And Pharaoh charged all his people, saying, every son that is born ye shall cast into the river, and every daughter you shall save alive. And all these babies that he was killing was firstborn sons to their mama. That's why God killed all his firstborn and everything that was firstborn into Egypt. So when the Lord say there was nobody to declare the generation with Moses, he talking about them babies, them male boys who could have grew up with Moses. And some could have been prophets, some could have been leaders and teachers. But guess what? Pharaoh killed them. So Moses was the only one to declare his generation at that time, because all the male babies was killed, y'all. It's sad, man. Like, just thinking of that, looking at the Israelite mothers watching their sons get cast into the Nile River and killed. And they did the same thing to us in this time when they fed our babies to alligators. Where you think they got that from? They got it from Egypt. They got it from Egypt, y'all. Yeah, Ema just wrote back. Yep. She said, shalom and many blessings, Brother Abner, from your Ema. There she goes. She just said, shalom back to you. Shalom to you, Abner. Oh, so you say, can you break it down how the cloud that was following Israel in Christ? And are some of those male babies a part of the 144,000? Well, now they can't be a part of 144,000 because the men that's 144,000 are actual physical men. And those babies that was killed, let's say, for instance, the Lord, raise those babies back up when he come. Them babies is going to be spirit beings because they did no wrong. They didn't do no wrong. So those babies would be spirit beings. They won't be like that 144,000. 144,000 is physical. But maybe, like I say, when the Lord come, maybe that 144,000 gonna get their spiritual bodies. Because he sure sealed them. He sure sealed 12,000 of each tribe. Because at the return of the Hamashiach, according to the Bible, at the last trump, the dead in Christ shall be raised first. And we know that those babies that Pharaoh killed did not do anything wrong. So we know the Lord gonna bless them and save them. Now, how the Lord gonna do it as far as the babies go, I can't tell you. I'm talking about, I know them babies gonna be in the kingdom. I just don't know what form or how they gonna look. Are they still gonna be babies? Like, I don't know how this gonna be. Only the Lord know that, man. So that, things like that, that's too above my understanding, I leave alone. Because nobody can say, well, the babies is gonna be able to grow. Man, if the babies is a spirit being, you a spirit being. You can't die no more. But who knows, though? Maybe the Lord may give them babies the ability where they can talk as a baby. I don't know. Because he said in the Apocrypha that a baby should speak at 1 year old. I'm saying, when he say speak, he means speak. And what do you see these babies doing today? Man, these babies smart, man. I'm talking about our Israelite children, our Israelite toddlers, them little 1, 2, 3-year-old is smart, man. So the Lord is fulfilling his word. Our babies are smart and very intelligent. No education system will be able to teach your children because your children are advanced. So that's why when they put your kids in special ed and, think something wrong with them, no, the educational system is not equipped to handle your children's mind because your children's mind is advanced. It's advanced. Me, freedom, stop. Nobody's in heaven. Maybe according to your belief system, so I'll leave that alone. But according to the Bible, nobody is in heaven or they age stop at 33. I never heard that. So maybe that's according to your belief system. So I'm going to respect your belief system, but nobody's in heaven according to our belief system. Everybody is still in the ground until the first resurrection. And if they be so blessed, when the Lord come back, he's going to say, come up hither. And they're going to meet the Lord in the air. They're going to meet the Lord in the air. So that's according to the Bible. So my brother Yeye also said the cloud that followed the Israelites. A lot of people, to be honest with you, brother, a lot of people say it was a UFO or a chariot. He just called it a cloud. So I'm just going to go. But then hold up, though. Hold up. It gave them light by night. Let me say it again. We know the moon gives light already. So when they were walking through the wilderness at night, what gave them light, y'all? Y'all see the thing? See, this is why I be saying, I be using my brain. So God, you say a cloud followed them, but the cloud gave them light at night. And we know according to the Bible, chariots have lights at the bottom of them. It can actually change to different color lights. So did a chariot follow them, which we call UFOs, that gave them light and followed them by night? It just called it a cloud. When the Bible say, and Christ was taken up by a cloud, was Christ sitting on a real cloud? Like a cloud? Or did a chariot suck them up out the air, out of their sight? These are things to think about, family. The Bible just called it a cloud. In our time, we call it UFOs or chariots. But that cloud did give them light and fire by day. Y'all remember the fire that used to come on top of the tent? I'm telling y'all, man, the Lord is awesome, man. He's awesome. He is awesome. So, brother Yeye, I pray that, answer your question about the cloud, because the first thing, because, you hear a lot of people say they don't believe in, UFOs. They don't believe in chariots. But then I asked the question, my brother Yeye, according to Matthew chapter 24 and verse 31, the Bible say, I'm going to send my angels to gather you from the four corners of the earth. So what are they going to gather us in? They're going to just pick us up with their hand? Because there's a lot of people to pick up. So that should give you the inkling that the Lord have vehicles. That he's going to pick the children of Israel up in the vehicles, or the chariots, or the cloud. That's just common sense. That's why in the Apocrypha, he say when the heathen see the strangeness of their deliverance, their mouth is going to be open wide. What can be strange? Somebody saying you beamed up in a chariot or a cloud or a UFO or a vehicle. This is just knowledge now. Yeah, we got you, me, freedom. We got you, my sister. So do anybody have any questions before y'all brother get up out of here? Do anybody have any questions before your brother get up out of here? And I pray that this 10 plagues on the 10 Egyptian gods, that now people got better understanding too. Because you always hear the church say, and God brought 10 plagues. But they never go that further. They never go any further to let you know it was a direct attack against Egypt's 10 gods. That's why it was 10 plagues. And even God named his plagues after their gods. To show you that there is none like me in the earth. What can you compare me to, Israel? Four-footed beast? Man? What idols? What you gonna compare me to? We cannot compare our power to anything. We just can't do it. Oh, Iman say thank you for the roses, Abner. Yeah, she said, thank you for the roses, my beloved Abner. My beloved brother Abner. Thank you for the roses, brother. Oh, yeah. Oh, Patrice Brown. I got you, my sister. Thank you for coming. Let me show my sister. She just got here. So Patrice, we always hear in church, oh, God brought 10 plagues. God brought 10 plagues. So yesterday, my sister, I was like, hold up. Okay, Lord, you brought 10 plagues, but why? See, I already knew it was to mock their 10 gods. What I did not know is that Yah's plagues were similar names to their 10 gods. I'm going to show you right now, my sister. Let me open up my window again. And I want to show my beloved sister Patrice this so we can have a better understanding. Okay, here we go. So Patrice, if you see, I got them by number. So this is, okay, this Egyptian god is called Hapa, the Egyptian god of the Nile River, right? So what did God do? He plagued the Nile River and turned it into blood. So the Egyptian plague on this god was to turn the water into blood. So that's why he smote the Nile River. So that's number one. Number two, this Egyptian god or goddess is called Heket, the Egyptian goddess of fertility, water, and renewal. So what did God do? Heket, the Egyptian goddess, has the head of a frog. So the Egyptian plague for this goddess was frogs coming from the Nile River. You see how God is naming his plagues to mock their gods. Water turned to blood, that's the Nile River, because the god was over the Nile. And then you got the goddess, they got a head like a frog, so God bring frogs. Number three, this god is called Gib, the Egyptian god of the earth. The Egyptian god Gib was over the dust of the earth. So Patrice, what do God do? God sent lice from the dust of the earth to mock this Egyptian god who was over the dust of the earth. Let's go. Number four. This god, my sister, is called Capri, the Egyptian god of creation, movement of the sun, and rebirth. Capri, the Egyptian god, had the head of a fly. So what do God do? God brings swarms of flies to mock this Egyptian god who has a head of a fly. Number five. This Egyptian goddess is named Hathor, the Egyptian goddess of love and protection. Usually, this Egyptian goddess was depicted with the head of a cow. So what do God do? He brings death of cattle and livestock because he had a head of a cow. So he destroyed the livestock to mock this Egyptian goddess. Number six, this is Isis. Isis, Egyptian goddess of medicine and peace. So medicine supposed to cure you of your disease, whatever that disease may be, right? Hold on, family. So let's go back. What I'm on number six. Okay. So Patrice, this is Isis, Egyptian goddess of medicine and peace. So what do? God bring ashes that turn to bars and sores. Where the medicine at? The Egyptian goddess, where's your medicine? To cure the Egyptians of the bars and the sores. So this was a direct attack of this goddess that God was mocking because she had no medicine for the Egyptians to stop what Yah and Yahshua was bringing upon the Egyptians. That's number six. Now, let me go back to number four because I want to show you something, Patrice. When the Most High Yah brought the first three plagues, he did not separate the Israelites from Egypt. The first three, there was no separation. When he got to the fourth plague, my sister, he separated the Israelites from the Egyptians. He separated the Israelites from the Egyptians. That's the same thing the Lord gonna do in the end times. See, when the man of sin come up on the scene, the Lord is gonna allow him to wear out the saints for a certain period of time. And then he's gonna remove Israel out of the world's way. That's why he sent his angels in Matthew 24, verse 31, to gather you from the four corners of the earth, because I have to remove Israel, because what I'm about to do now, it won't affect my people, because he's going to remove you. And when that blood be 200 miles long, it won't be your blood. So the last 7 plagues of Revelations, you got 7 bowls, 7 vials, 7 trumpets, because the man of sin brought the first 3 plagues. There was no separation. That's why it affected all the world, my sister. The red horse, the black horse, and the pale horse. That affected all the world. But you notice something. When you get to Revelation chapter 7, and the last 7 plagues, what did the Lord do? He sealed his servants in their forehead and told the angels, do not hurt the earth until I have sealed my servants in their forehead. So the last 7 plagues after the man of sin bring the first 3. If you add 3 to the 7, that's 10. Because he said a prophet like unto Moses. So Yahshua is doing the same thing that he did to Egypt, he doing in our time. It's just that he will make the separation after the man of sin bringing the first 3. And by the time he got to the 4th, it did not affect Israel. It affected the nations. Knowledge. This is all biblical with timelines and understanding of prophecy. This is why he's going to let the man of sin wear out the saints, because there was no separation when he said, and I opened the first seal and I saw, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat upon him went forth to conquer and conquering. Who is that man on the white horse who's trying to mimic Yahshua in Revelation 19? It's the man of sin. And then he brought the destruction of the red horse and the black horse and the pale horse, because he had a pair of balances in his head, in his hand. And it said a wheat for a penny and barley for a penny. But see that you hurt not the oil and the wine. Because if you accept his mark, you're going to eat. And you won't have no problems. But you're going to hell. Because you denied the Lord who bought you and accepted for a certain amount of time to live deliciously. Because, you know, when you're going to, at that time, just having food is going to be quite delicious. People go, oh my God, I'm eating and the food is cheap. But you accepted the devil's mark. See, God has a mark that lead to life. And Satan has the mark that lead to damnation. Y'all have a mark that leads to life. And Satan have a mark that leads to damnation. Which one you going to choose? Yah's mark or Satan's mark? Choose wisely, family. Because at this time, food is going to be so scarce that people are going to accept that man's mark just to live deliciously for 3.5 years. But then you are doomed for eternity. Once you're in that lake of fire, you cannot come out. Where the worm died not. Choose wisely. All these Negroes mocking God and God is not real in the Bible and cursing God and saying some of the most nasty and filthy things about Yah and Yahshua. And with all that, you still can repent, because Christ said you can say anything about the Son of Man and be forgiven. But boy, y'all blaspheme the Holy Spirit, you are doomed. You doomed. It is not the time to be playing, man. It's the time to be serious. So let's go to number 7. Number 7, this goddess is named Nut. Patrice, Nut. This goddess is the goddess of the sky. So what do God do? He rained down hell down in the form of fire. Because since you're the God of the sky, you should be able to stop me from raining down this hell. But she could not. She could not. She could not stop Yah from raining down that fire. Just couldn't do it. So let's go to number 8. Patrice. This is God, the God by the name of Seth. He is the God of storms and disorder. So what do God do? He sent forth locusts sent from the sky. Says this is the God of storms and disorder. Man, God sent that locust, man, boy, they didn't know they was coming or going. Stop this. They couldn't do it. Because there's only one true power. And we got the Hamashiach, his son, who's the spokesman of that power. Let's go to number 9. This is the God named Ra. Ra, the sun god. So since you're the sun god, you should be able to stop my 3 days of complete darkness. And we talking darkness that can be felt. Felt. We ain't never seen darkness like that can be felt. But he did this to their gods. As a direct attack. Your God shall fight against me, Pharaoh. I didn't plague your 10 gods. Where they at? Tell them to come on, let's get it. But they couldn't get it because they can't smell, they can't talk, they can't see, they can't do nothing. They can't even think. They just stand there being swallowed by plagues. Swallow. And let's go to number 10, my sister. And number 10 is the last one that represented what? What Pharaoh did in Exodus chapter 1 to our babies, our little brothers and sisters. Not sisters, our young brothers. Because he allowed the daughters to live, but he killed all our foreparents' firstborn sons and cast them into the Nile River. What y'all think was in that Nile River? Y'all think they just drowned? No. Alligators. Where did the Gentiles get it from? Pharaoh. Remember they was feeding our babies for alligator bait? Tying a rope on their torso and using them for, man, look, I want y'all to put this in your mind before I go. Put this in your mind. Put this in your mind, man. Please. Little bitty babies. We talking toddlers. Some of these babies probably couldn't even walk. So we talking infants. Infants. You are crying. The babies are crying. They took these babies from their mother. The mother don't know where the baby at. The Gentiles have taken the babies, tied a rope around their toe, put the babies inside of cages, and waited for the alligators to come and snatch the baby from the cage. Woo! Can you imagine? Can you imagine? This is why me as a man, I don't disrespect my mother's name. I don't disrespect my father's name. I don't have my father's name, but I still wouldn't disrespect him. And I don't disrespect my forefathers. So what I do is conduct myself right as a man amongst my people, at my job, and in society. That I don't bring shame to what my fathers have endured and what my mother have endured and my family tree have endured. I make mistakes, but I don't do it on purpose to bring shame to my power, to my nation, to my family. So reading all this history in the books that I have and what this have done to my mind, I gotta behave right. We have to get this right, family. We have to get this right. We not, and then I learned something else. Zechariah and his wife was blameless before God. So there is a way to be in such obedience that you can be blameless before Yah. Do that mean that Zechariah and his wife never made no mistakes? No. They walked in their integrity and they obeyed Yah. That's being blameless. This is why the Bible say, if you love Yah and your neighbor as yourself, there's no law against that. You are blameless. You are blameless. So I say all that to say, and I pray that this help you, my sister Patrice, that even now you know that the 10 plagues wasn't just 10 plagues. They was a direct attack of their 10 gods and goddesses. That Yah was showing Pharaoh, there is none like me. None. And I'm going to show you right here, and then I'm out of here. And here go God's 10 plagues. This is Yah's 10 plagues. This is Yah's 10 plagues. Number 1, blood, frogs, gnats, flies, livestock, boars, hail, locusts, darkness, and firstborn. And I numbered all these according to the numbers, because I got OCD bad. I got it. Man. I really believe I got a disease when it comes to doing things in decency and in order. I'm serious. I still make my bed the same way I did when I was a kid. I still got all my shoes lined up, all my clothes, like my clothes got to be neat. When I put my lessons together, all my index cards got to be together. My markers got to be over there. My Bible got to be over here with all my books. Like I don't never want to be like, man, where I put that at? I keep everything in decency and in order. And that's the way to be when you're doing something for the Lord. So you got to make sure you handling God's business right. And then you got to make sure you're on point when you handling his business. So you don't be caught slipping. And what do I mean by slipping? That means you better do your due diligence. A great live the other day too, Naphtali. I listened to the whole live, my sister. I couldn't really write in the chat because I was at work. But I was just telling somebody that not only do I respect your scholarship, you do your due diligence, my sister. And this is why when you do your due diligence, ain't nobody want to talk to you. I keep trying to tell you. Nobody don't want to talk to somebody that got understanding like they have. Or may have more understanding because they going a little bit extra more mile than another person. And my sister go an extra mile, man. I'm serious. God give her all the props in the world. She do her due diligence. She study. She have a family. She work and she still study hard. And this is why I be telling people, when you do that, you are walking information. You are a walking weapon, man. And people say a lot of things, but boy, when it's time to talk and discuss on that panel, no, I don't want to talk to you. And they do Naphtali like that. And she's a Israelite sister. And the men don't even want to talk to her because she know what she know. Because she do her due diligence. That's what I'm trying to tell you. She do her due diligence, man. But let me go and get up out of here, family. I love y'all with the pure heart. I love y'all with the pure heart. I really do. Like I say, I pray this helps somebody. Not that our Israelite nation know. And some people knew this already, and some people did not. So I pray this helped our people. So now you can know that the 10 plagues was a direct attack of the 10 gods of the Egypt, and God even named his plagues after their gods. Yah even named the plagues to mock their gods. 10 plagues, 10 gods and goddesses of Egypt. And that's it, fam. Anybody got any questions before I go? Oh yeah, Patrice, man, yo, bro, Patrice, I'm telling you right, and you know, I'm gonna be honest with my family. I'm always honest with my family. If I'm putting a lesson together, my sister, if my pen mess up, like if I mess up, oh man, I put the wrong scripture, I'll ball the whole thing up and start over. I think that's too, you know, like meticulous, but man, I just like to have things right. I just love for things to be on point. And then I'm representing the Lord, man. So I got to make sure I'm on point. I have to. Even when I study, I have to make sure I go the extra mile because there's so many liars out here. If you let yourself slip, a man that's very crafty with them words can get you. But not if you're on point, man. Not if you're on guard. Not if you really doing your due diligence that Yah want you to do. Christ say, I knock at the door. Open, and me and my Father will come and sup with you. That means we're going to equip you. Christ say, let no man deceive you. That was the first thing on the list. Let no man deceive you. How absolute is no man? He say, no man. No man. Let no man deceive you, family. And I'm telling y'all, I started over again, right? I was 29 to 39. 29 to 39. That was the first time I read the scriptures. 29 to 39 is when I finished the whole Bible. Now this time, this number 2. I'm 43, right? So from 39 to 43 right now, I'm in the book of Psalms. So I'm reading all the Psalms over. And I meditate because I'm going back and catching things I may have missed the first time I read the Bible. So I put lessons based on things I may have missed. So when I was putting this together, I said, Father, I know that Egypt had 10 gods. But then I say, but your 10 plagues is called boars and frogs. So I say, hold up, man. Is these plagues a direct attack and name of their gods? So when I went and looked it up, there it go, right in front of me. His 10 plagues was a direct attack and name after each one of the gods and goddesses. And God, they go to answer right there in front of you, family. See, when you seeking something and you really about business, Yah is going to always make sure you have everything you need to bring it across to the finish line. He going to always make sure you have what you need to bring it across to the finish line. Rachel S., big salute, my sister. I see you. I see you in the building already. So, all right, family. Oh, you say, oh, yeah. Corey Brown, big salute. Everybody in the chat box, man, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all with the pure heart. Patrice, Rachel, Corey, Abner, my beloved brother, Miss Brenya, T, Naphtali, of E ate the fruit of lies, my brother Jacoba, Anthony, I see you, brother, yay, Lucky D, Sharsham, Me Freedom, Arca 007, Amina Coleman and Mike C and the Coleman family, August Dreams, Monster Moshe, Abicey, Namaria, Lucky D, Jabroni, my beloved brother, Positive Reinforcement. I see y'all, family. Tashaka, big salute, elder. I see you in the building. My brother Ricky, Mr. Ricky, thank you for sliding through. Israelite Judite. Big salute to you, my brother. Love you with the pure heart. And I love our nation with the pure heart also. I know that a lot of times I go at a lot of the doctrines that the camps and the brothers teach, but I have no hatred towards any of my brothers. I have no hatred. To be honest with you, I have no hatred towards nobody. You know, I don't even hate the nations. I just don't deal with them. But the Bible say live in peace with all people. And I do. I don't bother nobody. I don't bother the nation. I don't trust y'all though. I don't trust y'all. I love my people, and I want to be around my people. And that's just what it is, man. I don't have to sit at your dinner table. He say, live in peace with you. That's it. He didn't tell me I gotta kick it with you. I gotta be friends with you. He say, live in peace, if possible. But a lot of you Gentiles, you make it hard for us to live in peace with you because you won't stop your foolishness. And then a lot of you Israelites, you make it hard to live in peace with you because you won't stop your foolishness. So I can't just get on a nation that our people be doing a lot of foolishness too. I keep telling Israel, it's not that hard to love each other. We choose not to. It's not that hard to be kind to each other. We choose not to be kind. None of this stuff costs money. It's all free to be loving, to be compassionate, to be kind, to be merciful, to be long-suffering. We choose the opposite because we battle demons. We mad at our condition and we take our problems out on each other, and it shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be like that. You will rob your brother and sister who going to work every day because they are easy target for you. And they struggling and trying to the best of their ability, and you will still rob them. Shouldn't be robbing nobody. But you always attack who you consider the easiest target and the weakest people. Because if I rob my own brother and sister, I ain't gonna get that much time. But none of this stuff costs money to be the things we need to be when it comes to each other. A lot of y'all do show forth love to your people. You compassionate, you long suffering, you merciful, you walk right. You doing what you supposed to do. But man, it's a lot of us that don't, man, that make it look bad. They even have caused this movement to be a big joke to the world. Because somebody kept telling me about guilt by association is real. And I was going back and forth with my sister Oracle. I was like, nope, I don't play that guilt by association. And me and her was going back and forth until I had to admit and come to the realization that because I'm associated with this people, I'm talking about whether it's the camps or whether it's anybody behaving strangely, they're going to look at us all the same. That's just the truth. So guilt by association, we can say it all day that we don't behave like that, but they're still going to associate us with this people because we want people. You want me to read that, Abner? You want me to read that Leviticus 19 before I go? My email just said, all Israel is not Israel. All Israel is not Israel. She said, all Israel is not Israel. The great Elohim that formed all things both rewarded the fool and rewarded the transgressors. As a dog returned to his vomit, so a fool returned to his folly. So there you go. Okay, let me read this for my brother. Yeah, Patrice, you ain't lying. Boy, I used to argue down. You be talking about, okay, Judah, you know, that they gonna associate us all the same. I used to be like, man, how they gonna do that? I ain't doing what they doing. She was like, it don't matter. They're gonna associate us all the same. And I just had to humble down and say, you know what? You're right. Because when you tell somebody you're an Israelite, they be like, oh no, brother. I don't want to hear none of that. And you be like, why, brother? I don't want to hear nothing about no Israelite stuff. Y'all disrespectful. Y'all talk to people crazy. I'd be like, brother, what you mean? I don't behave like that. They don't be trying to hear it, man. This is Leviticus chapter 19. And I already know what my brother wants. About the neighbor. Love thy neighbor. Love thy brother. And don't suffer sin upon him. This is Leviticus chapter 19 and verse 15. Ye should do no unrighteousness in judgment. Thou should not respect the persons of the poor, nor honor the person of the mighty, But in righteousness should thou judge thy neighbor. Thou should not go up and down as a talebearer among thy people. Neither should thou stand against the blood of thy neighbor. I am the Lord. Thou should not hate thy brother in thy heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor and not suffer sin upon him. I would rather for a brother and sister to be upset with me by me telling them the truth than me sugarcoat with my brother and sister, and then they lose their life. And I had the opportunity to tell them the truth and I didn't, because I wanted to be their friend. Or I didn't want them to get upset with me. When you love somebody, y'all are going to get upset with each other because y'all telling each other the truth. Because the truth stings. It stings. But it's the truth. And they're going to come back later and say, thank you, my brother. You let me know you love me. You told me the truth. Even though I was upset, you still told me the truth. Verse 17, thou should not hate thy brother in thy heart. Thou should in any wise rebuke thy neighbor and not suffer sin upon him. Thou should not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people, but thou should love thy neighbor as thyself. I am the Lord. Ye should keep my statutes. Thou should not let thy cattle gender with a diverse kind. Thou should not sow thy field with mingled seeds. Neither shall a garment mingle of linen and woolen come upon thee. And I did a lesson about that, y'all, about the linen and the wool, why they cannot mix together. Because linen run on 5,000 megahertz and wool run on 5,000 megahertz. And if you put linen and wool together, you will pass out. You will get sick because they running on a high voltage of megahertz. This is why if you put linen on your body, whatever you battling, if it's a disease, the linen will cool your body off to room temperature. Wool do the same thing. This is why the Most High said the angels wear pure linen, and we're going to have on linen. The priests had on linen. It was a reason why the Lord wanted them to wear linen, y'all. Linen also feels good to the skin. It also makes you happy, makes you vibrant, keep you in good spirits. But when we have it on all these polyester and all the other, man, we be angry. So start wearing polyester. Get you some 100% cotton or something. Because I don't know what they putting in these clothes. Plastic and polyester and all type of recycle. No, that's why we crazy as I don't know what. Because they doing something with our clothes. Get you some linen and that wool. Put that on your body so it can cure you of what you might be battling in your infirmities. So, man, like I said, Honey Badger Gang, CUC cleanup crew, where we clean up lies and false doctrine and keep our people on the narrow path that leads to light. Yeah. Hey, Corey Brown, already. Yep. Silk makes me feel good too. Hey, silk, linen, and wool. Go look it up, and you're going to see the attributes of linen, wool, silk. Go look it up. I did a lesson on it. Because I kept asking the Lord, man, why? Okay, you say we can't wear wool and linen, but why? So when I went and looked it up, I was like, oh my God. That's why. Don't you know that one linen and wool, right? One of them run right to left and the other one run left to right. If you put both of them on together, everything go dead like this. It's just dead. Everything just go dead. They do not mix together, family. You got to have one or the other because they are running right to left and left to right. 5,000 megahertz is a lot. It's like rejuvenating your body. So this is why God is very smart. He said, do not mix linen and wool together because you will get sick. You will pass out. It's true. It's true. So this is why I say, man, I want to know everything about this Bible, man. I want to know every dot, every tittle, but is I'm going to know everything? No, But I'm trying. I want to know everything that he put in his Bible, though. Because everything he put in his Bible, he do want us to know. And we can know. It's just a matter of time when certain things be revealed. So everything he put in this Bible, he want us to know about it. Because he gave all wisdom and knowledge to Israel and showed us all the ways of life. He gave it to Israel, family. So we can know from Genesis to Revelation, everything pertaining to this book. We can know it if we put our mind to it and seek the Lord and eat the book and drink the book. You can know it, family. You can know it. And that's just the truth. So I love y'all. Big salute. Many blessings. And I'll see y'all on the next one, family. Big salute.
And it happened. Alexander the Greek took the earth like a captain. Killed the king of Persia, caught him slipping like he napping. The whole earth quiet before this man, he had power. Winning all them wars, lift his heart up like a tower. Then he got sick, called his men, split the kingdom. Crowns upon their head, but they multiplied evil. Wicked Israelites made a covenant with heathens. They doing the same thing right now, I can't believe them. Gentiles had them scared, Antiochus took Egypt. Next stop Jerusalem, he about to test the people. They took the showbread, golden altar, and menorah. All of this keep happening, cause we keep breaking Torah. Antiochus went back to his lane with to celebrate. 2 years later, he put fire to them heaven gates. Burned Jerusalem down, took out women, and he made them slaves. Letter from the king, everybody want people. So if you follow laws that ain't the king's, you better leave them. But if we leave our laws, then our God gonna leave us. Many Israelites went to Father when they heeded, sacrificing swine on the altar, stopping us from doing the burnt and the drink offering, profaning the Sabbath, knowing that it's gonna cost us. If we don't do these laws, it's gonna cost us. But the spirit of Maccabees, if you wanna keep the laws and commandments, follow me. It's the spirit of Maccabees. If you wanna keep the laws and commandments, follow me. Gay, hey, ain't no time for compromise. Need to show thyself a man. The heathens doing the same tricks they about to do it all again. We going to war on Shabbat, tell the heathens we ain't playing. If you serious about them laws, out together we can stand. Don't be scared of the multitude, he go intervene. It ain't about the numbers, about power from Shemaim. Allah, Allah, Bahadam, Allah with the Malakim. Power in the blood, power with the mighty king. Back to the story, they won war after war. Got the land back, but the land was so torn. Ash upon their heads and they even ripped their gum. Got the land back, but the land was so torn. So they dedicated the sanctuary, built new altars. It might not be perfect, but we still keeping our culture. Go get that maneuver, put them lights up in that temple. About to give them praise for everything we done been through. The feast of dedication.
I want to say this to my brother Abner. You asked me about, is it going to be pants with our honey badger shirts? And my crazy behind was not thinking, Abner, that I don't need to put the animal on the pants. All I need to put on the pants is HBG. So yeah, brother, I'm gonna work on one outfit first to see how it look, and then I'm gonna add the pants to the shirts. I'm gonna just put HBG, honey badger with the G. So I don't know why I ain't thinking that at first. So like I said, family, before I go, I had to go do my whole website over, because the man at Wix, he was so kind and nice to let me know, and I thank him for letting me know. That boy say, man, your website look nice. Man, that boy showed me 98 astro marks. I say, Jesus, what is that? He said, man, you need to fix this. I had to fix all 98 too, to for my website to be where it need to be. So yeah, Let me open up my window. I just want to show y'all this. Let me see. Okay. Y'all see, I had to do this whole thing over. Let me see. Hold up. Yeah, Abner, but I'm gonna do the pants, my brother. Oh yeah, we gonna do it. I'm gonna do the pants. So I just had a honey badge on the shirt, and then on the pants we could just put HBG. So that way we could just yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna work on one first, and then see how it look, and then I add it to the site. But yeah, family. Like I say, me and my brethren, Sham, Abner, all my brothers. Hey, yay. If you want you a nice shirt, we'll do Honey Badger Gang UK. Honey Badger Gang ATL. Wherever y'all at, that's what it'll be. Yeah, because me and my brethren, yeah, we going strong with this truth. Abner then already just played who he is. He went by himself and went against a whole camp. If that ain't a honey badger, I don't know what a honey badger is then. My brother went up on them boys by himself. That's how you know when you know what you know, when you're not afraid, boy. You know what you know. When this man went to a camp by himself and tried to question them boys, and they got in that car and pew, they took our running, boy. This is me and my brother and them right here. Oh yeah, look at that, man. We ain't playing. We are not playing. Is the window open? Hold up. Man, what is going on, man? Is this window open? Let me see. Man, there you go, man. I'm tripping, bro. Thank y'all, man. I'm in here tripping. Y'all can see it now? Okay, there you go. But like I was saying though, I'm gonna put pants to these shirts. Yeah, because my brother Abner asked me, and I'm gonna put pants. So Honey Badger Gang, I'm gonna put HBG on the pants. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Because see, I don't really tell Israelites this, but I don't just make these kind of clothes. I can make anything a person want. It don't gotta be CUC. It could be whatever you want. Like my brother Abicey, he have his own logo. So he gave it to me and I made him a custom hoodie with his logo. So I just sold today, somebody wanted a Lil Wayne shirt for their son. I just made a Lil Wayne shirt for somebody's son. They wanted the old Lil Wayne, not the new Lil Wayne, the old Lil Wayne. And I put his face on the shirt. And I just sold that today. So the point that I'm making is that me and my wife then made cartoon character clothes for people. Man, just all kind of stuff we be making, man. We be making all kind of stuff. Whether you want custom, whether you want cartoon characters, whatever you want, we can do it. Whatever you want, we can do it. Whatever you want, we can do it. So Sham, I know y'all bought the shirts, but the next time I'm gonna put pants to the Honey Badger shirts. And that way we can have pants and shirts. I gotta put pants to this. Yeah, I gotta put pants to this shirt right here. Yep. Gotta do pants. Too much talking. All that talking, man. Yeah, you make it seem real, but yeah, it ain't real. Too much talking. You're doing a little bit too much talking now. Come on now. You're doing a little bit too much talking. Okay, I got you. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, bro. I'm gonna do one because I didn't sold clothes to the UK too. One of my sisters. Yeah, it should be support. Her sister, her daughter got a website too. I forgot it though. If she still be listening though, but I wish she can write me one day because her daughter got a nice website, and I bought some clothes from her daughter, a nice sweater from her daughter. All right, family, that's it. I just wanted to show y'all some of the, just some of that. I just wanted to show y'all, but like I said, man, we got so like much nice stuff coming. You know, I be rocking my clothes, boy. And when I'm in the mall, when I go places to the store, you don't got to pay nobody to promote your clothes. Put your own clothes on or whatever your business is, and you go rock it. And that'll let you know what people like because they're going to stop you. They're going to say, hey, bruh, where you get that from? Like, where you buy that from? And as soon as I tell them, oh, no, this is my website. Huh? You got a card? Yeah, here you go. I give them a card. I done made clothes for people, businesses, So I just thank the Most High, man, for just, because I'm not trying to, let me say this, bro, and then I'm going after this. When people start clothing lines, I understand people be like, man, I'm starting this clothing line because I'm trying to be rich and I'm being real with y'all, bro. I didn't start this clothing line because I'm trying to make no $10 million, bro. I started this clothing line because what I represent, which is cleanup crew. And I want to have my own clothes on when I'm out and about. That's why I created this. And if people want to buy them some nice clothes or even get me to make something they design, me and my wife can do that. It don't have to be CUC. It could be what you want. You may have a logo. We didn't did that too. Made clothes out of people logos. So I say all that to say, family, big salute to all our people who do start clothing lines and they want it to be humongous. And I salute them, because our people smart, they work hard, they deserve everything that come to them. But that's just not me, man. That's why my prices are low. I'm not trying to sit up here and be charging no $90 for no outfit and $100 for no hoodie, man. No, no, that's not where it's at, family. That's not where it's at, family. If that was the case, the prices would be high. All my prices low. And then if you buy an outfit, I give you a free hat. You don't got to pay for the hat. The hat free. So, but let me say this in the words of my beloved sister August Dreams. Thank y'all for coming to the Lions Den family with the CUC family and the FOPE family. And all my beloved brothers and sisters in the chat. Let's get it. And your brother K. Judah want to say Mr. Michael Jackson bad, Mr. HBG with my brethren, Shorsham and Abner and Obadiah and Abisi and Israelite Judite, Yay, and all my brothers, Monster Moshe, all my brothers. We represent the HBG, man, because that 100 badger stand for something. That means we have no fear. We fearless. And we're going to represent Yah in spirit and in truth. I say shalom, family. I say shalom.